Let's dive into some quick movie news around Marvel and DC and everything else in between, from the Punisher to Lantern, Spider-Man, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and so much more that we're going to discuss very briefly and talk about it right now. So first off, there's a rumor going around right now that the Punisher special presentation is going to start filming either at the end of this week or sometime next week. I'm so excited for this. I love the Punisher character. I love where we saw him in Daredevil Born Again and where we left him off to at the end of that show. So the special presentation is going to pick up where he leaves at the end of that show, where he's escaping and what's going to happen, maybe in between what gets him into Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm excited for this. I love Bernthal. I love the character, so bring it on. I love want to see what they do with this character next. So that dovetails into Spider-Man, which Tom Holland says they're going to start filming and they're going to start shooting on location. They want to have some real practical sets. They don't want to be green screen pretty much. And I love that they're getting back to this roots of what Spider-Man should be. I mean, these cool sets, these cool designs, and the director for this movie is the guy who did Shang-Chi. So you know there's going to be some awesome fight scenes, some choreographed. Everything's going to be great. I am still looking forward to Brand New Day, especially with the characters and the storyline for where I could go. Bring it on, and shooting on location is the absolute best. And I love hearing that news for any show or any movie that happens. Lanterns has officially wrapped filming, and the big thing with that, no set photos have really been released other than what we've seen from like magazines or what James Gunn has really said about this show. We saw them walking on the street. We saw the lantern ring on Aaron Pierre, John Stewart. But other than that, we don't really know much about this. We know it's gonna be like space cops where they're down on Earth meets True Detective mystery. So I'm intrigued by that. But other than that, no set photos have been released, which I absolutely love that. I'm very excited for this show. It's gonna have the HBO Mantle logo in front of that, so it's gonna be HBO primetime show. Bring it on. I cannot wait for that. James Gunn dropped an image of Supergirl as well, and he said that, well, you know, that show is wrapped, but he said look out. So that means I think there's a promo for that. I think the teaser trailer is going to be coming very soon. I'm so excited for Supergirl. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. She's in the Superman movie. She makes a brief cameo in that, and it dovetails into what her movie is going to be next year. I'm so excited for that. It's going to be a much deeper, darker, probably much more serious toning movie, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be great, and it's based off of a great comic book art. And finally, James Gunn has said they're, and or so, actually, is a rumor. I don't know if it's actually true, but they're fast checking a Wonder Woman movie. I absolutely love to hear that. Wonder Woman is a titular character for the DC Trinity, which is going to be like a quad, I guess you want to call it, with Superman, Batman, Supergirl, and Wonder Woman. But bring it on. I'm curious to see who they cast in that next, but as long as they know done a good script, I'm all for it. Bring on Wonder Woman and bring on all this movie news. There's so much more to discuss. Go out, watch the movies, and I will see you guys at the movies next time.